Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's matchup of the Valley Generals versus the Mill City Eagles in the ECFL Championship. Now, tonight is a great matchup for these teams because, as you may have seen a few weeks ago, the Generals gave the Eagles their first loss on the season. Previously, the Eagles had been 7-0, and then with that loss became 7-1 and have now since won out, making them 10-1, with the Generals becoming 8-3 on the season. In that last matchup I just referenced, the Eagles did lose 30-19. So this week, definitely going to be looking for the Eagles to have a major revenge game against the Generals to take home this championship. Now, just looking at the quarterback room so far, Calvin Bedreau on season has gone 121 for 173 passing with 227 yards. He's had 29 touchdowns on the season with 5 interceptions and 1 fumble, along with 486 yards rushing on 47 attempts. Comparing to Matthew Saper, who's gone 119 for 170, has 1,900 yards with 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 1 fumble, with 443 rushing yards on 38 attempts. Actually, I'm going to make a correction here. Calvin Bedreau has 2,200 yards on the season, not 227. But anyways, both of these quarterbacks have been great throughout the season. Bedreau having 5 interceptions with 29 touchdowns. He has been throwing the rock a lot in every game he has played in. Now, with his 486 rushing yards, a lot of these are coming from scrambles from out of the pocket on passes. He has been fighting for his life, so to speak, in the backfield almost every game I personally have witnessed this season. And you may see tonight that this will happen again. This offensive line comes back late in the game, giving great security for him, but is very slow to start. Saper, you can see, very focused on rushing yards with 443. He has, from what I can recall, he has been a problem with the ground game, getting through defenses like a hot knife through butter. Now, both of these quarterbacks obviously going to be fighting for this championship tonight, both putting their all into this game to come back with the chip. Now let's compare the receivers they're throwing to. Brendan Frost for the Eagles has 43 receptions for 700 yards with 18.1 yards per catch and 10 touchdowns. Since the first game of the season, Frost has been a primary target for Bedreau, consistently getting yards and getting those points desperately needed to win games. And Tyler Saunders, another receiver for the Eagles, has 33 receptions with 500 yards and 16.7 yards per catch. He's been a solid workhorse for the Eagles throughout the season, making great catches and getting great yards each game. Now, for the Generals, Daquan Hamilton had specifically a great game last week against the Titans, having 4 receptions for 181 yards on a 45.2 yard average. That is an insane stat line comparing to his season total with 14 receptions, 373 yards on 26.6 per catch. With no recorded touchdowns, he's been a solid workhorse throughout the season for the Generals, and we can expect to see more of that from him tonight. And Maz Washington, the star running back for this Generals team, with 792 rushing yards on 63 attempts and 12 touchdowns on a 12.6 yard average. Now, both of these teams have had their own struggles in terms of gameplay. The Eagles this season have not done too great rushing, with our offensive line not providing the necessary blocks to do so. And on the flip side, the Generals have had difficulty passing the season, with Saper only having 8 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. We're definitely going to be looking for consistency here tonight, with Maz Washington specifically running the ball, and potentially Saper as well, and Bedreau slinging the rock downfield, consistently getting large gains. Now, defensively, both of these teams are doing amazing this year. Specifically for the Eagles, 2 players are tied for first with 59 tackles, Travis Byers and Derek Capellan. Byers has had, as I said, 59 tackles with 6 TFLs and 5 sacks, and Capellan has had 7 TFLs and 3 sacks as well. Starting middle linebacker for the Eagles as well, Mike Melanson has had 56 tackles, coming up in a close second for total tackles on the season with 4 TFLs, 1 sack, and 1 interception totaling for 20 yards. And a player to look out for tonight for the Generals offense is Mark Federico Jr., a defensive back with only 36 tackles and 1 TFL, but having 6 interceptions that total 7.9 yards. Now, this Eagles defense, as I've said, been electric all year, helping complete large shutouts that have helped them get to this 10-1 record. Now coming on to the Generals defense, I should say, Malik Williamson has been insane this season. Only 39 tackles, but with 2 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 1 safety, and 4 interceptions. He has been everywhere on this field, and I don't see him slowing down tonight, especially this being the championship game. Now, Angelo Plantamuro has had 42 tackles, 9 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. So he has been first of all, the leading tackler on this Valley Generals defense, but as well, having those 9 sacks and 1 forced fumble, he is definitely going to be an issue on the blitz and in the middle. Now, as you all can see, the Eagles are lining up just before the official coin toss for the start of the game, and the Generals in their final huddle before everything gets set. Refs conferring in the middle of the field to make sure everything is set for the start of the game. We have about 5 minutes left before that starts. With that being said, I'll be back in about 5 minutes, or once the coin toss starts, and we will see how things go from there. Now, just before tonight's game starts, I just want to give a shout out to Zachary Swale, the GM of the Eagles, and head coach Mike Isola, both integral parts of this Eagles team and their success so far this season. This is the Eagles' final huddle before the start of the game, getting fired up and prepared to hopefully dominate this championship and come home with the victory, bringing them to almost a clean sweep on the season, 11-1, and see what they do tonight. so far in this pregame. They have been nothing but composed and electric, waiting for this game to start, craving this victory. Energy is electric coming out onto the field for the Eagles and the Generals. Both teams extremely hyped up for the start of this game, and here comes the coin toss. Could you run the camera for me?
I mean, I can try, no promises.
It's really easy. You just gotta follow the play.
Okay.
Left is zoom in, right is zoom out.
Left on what?
Left is like zoom in on the field. It's this one right. So it's this middle one right here.
Okay.
You use this to zoom in, zoom out. You can have a display here.
All right.
Yeah. I can't. I'm solo tonight, so I can't do
Totally
both.
good. I'm happy to help.
Thank you so much.
This style for you, right?
Yes, the middle one. It should autofocus too, so you should be fine.
Then I'm assuming prioritize trying to get everything.
I'm sorry?
I'm assuming prioritize trying to get everything.
Really just the ball, yeah. Any significant plays too. Like that fight from a few weeks ago, like, get that.
My girlfriend, I was like, dude. Anytime she sees a fight, she's immediately just
Perfect.
pop up, talk to her.
Sorry for stealing them.
Pop up real quick.
All good. Coin toss is over. Both teams getting their huddles in. Both ready for this game to start. This week we do have a play clock, so I can keep you guys updated on a time. And we'll be looking to see how this game goes. If you want to sit down at some point, I'll move stuff for you. Yes, I have everything recording. Eagles return team in the huddle getting set for the kickoff. Back to return for the Eagles are number 1, Princewell Awagebo, and number 35, Daniel Parker. All right, whistle's been blown. Just waiting for the first kickoff to get this game going. 15 minutes in the first quarter. Here we go. Kicks deep. Lets it roll out of bounds. Gonna roll out around the 3-yard line. Not great starting position for the Eagles, but field position nonetheless. The offense gets in their first huddle with the OC, trying to gain some footing and get some points on the board right away. Starting the game tonight is quarterback number 3, Frankie DeCidrio. With number 22, Tyler Fontes in the backfield as well. Starting with a 2 tight end formation, two wide receivers. Run up the middle is Fontes. Flag on the play. He makes it to around the 38-yard line before play is called dead. 2 flags on the field. Face mask on the defense, going to bring them up another 15 yards. Going to put the Eagles just past the 50-yard line, around the 47, going into enemy territory. See what the Eagles can make of this. Same formation, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Same play, Fontes gets the ball, jukes out 2 defenders, keeps going past the 40. Gains a couple extra yards, goes down around the 37, 38. Great play from Fontes there, getting those extra yards after contact. Ball's going to be called first down. First down and 10 going in from the 37. Same formation once again. Eagles sticking to what's working so far. Fontes gets the ball again up the middle. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 37. Game already getting chippy in just the first few minutes. Eagles going for the hard count here. No one jumps. 2nd and 10 with the clock winding down, just passing 13 minutes left in the first quarter. DeCidrio takes the snap, drops back to pass, slings it up. Ball incomplete. Looks like his intended receiver was Tyler Saunders on a corner route, locked up by the defensive back. It's going to be 3rd and 10, still going in from the 37. Eagles finally switching offensive formations here, going to a spread formation with Fontes on the right. DeCidrio takes the ball. Ball is deflected by defensive back Daquan Hamilton. Good play on the ball by him. It's going to bring us to 4th and 10. Eagles offense coming to a grinding halt after that long run by Fontes. Let's see what he does now. Or let's see what the Eagles should do now, I should say. Going to a trips right formation with Owejo on the weak side. Two high safeties for the defense. Desidrio back to pass. Flag on the play. Looks like some illegal contact there with Owejo and the defensive back. Lucky break for this Eagles offense as they get the penalty, move up another 15 yards, getting the first down. Looks like there were two penalties on the play. It was a roughing the passer and a pass interference. The Eagles decline the pass interference and take the other penalty, still resulting in a first down, starting from around the 23-yard line. Back to the two tight end formation. Fontes gets the ball up the middle, gaining some ground, gets up past the 15. Going to be about second 3 flag on the play. Late flag at that. It's like a dead ball foul on the defense. Going to give them a first down inside the 10, going to about the 8-yard line, giving the Eagles first and goal on this first drive of the game. Time stopped at 11:11. Fontes gets the ball again. Hesitates, gets the ball to about the 5-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 5 going into the end zone. Quarterback Frankie Desidrio taking command of this offense, trying to get them back on the ball to call another play. Time still winding down, still 10 minutes left. Desidrio back to pass. Almost intercepted at the 2-yard line. It is, however, dropped. Our unfortunate soul, Malik Williamson, how I mentioned earlier, having around 6 interceptions on the year, almost getting his 7th. Unlucky break for him. Lucky break for Federico. It's going to be 3rd and 5 into the end zone. Clock still running after an incomplete pass. Fontes up the middle, stopped in the backfield. No gain on the play. 4th and 5. Looks like the field goal unit is not coming onto the field. Eagles trusting the process and trying to get into the end zone. Desidrio back to pass, scrambling out. Ball is caught in the end zone on a heave of Desidrio. Excited about that pass. With that pass, score goes up 6-0 Eagles. Good start for the Eagles offense here, scoring on that first drive. Taking almost 7 minutes to score. Zachary Cook on the field for the extra point. Kick is up. Straight down the middle, score 7-0 with 8:48 left in the first quarter. After a solid first drive for the Eagles, looking to do the same thing on defense, keep the Generals out of the end zone. However, some notes for the Eagles after that first drive. Gotta keep those passes crisp, make sure they're not into double or triple coverage. Keep the chippiness to a minimum and keep putting the rock in Fontez's arms. He's been doing great so far. Cook going up for the kickoff. Malik Williamson and Mike Lowry, I believe, back to receive the kick. Cook kicks it straight out of bounds. That kick with that penalty on the play, it's going to give the Generals a little bit of a better field position here. But Coach Isola putting a lot of faith into this Eagles defense led by Mike Melanson. Another notable player for the defense currently is Tyler Jameson, having 8 TFLs on the season, all of which have been sacks. He has been electric throughout these last few weeks, and let's see what he continues to do tonight. One high safety for the Eagles. 2 tight ends for the Generals. Ball is handed off straight away. Tackled in the backfield. Devin Bacciocchi, number 5, ran the ball for a loss of 1 on the play. Back to that two tight end set. Two wide receivers on the wide side of the field. Saber hands the ball off. Bacciocchi, solid gain on the play. About 8 yards, going to bring him to the 41. Going to be third and about 7. No, it's not 7, third and about 4. Don't know where I got 7 from. That's my fault. Third and short for the Generals. Running game has been iffy so far tonight. One good, one bad. Let's see what they do here. Bacciocchi still in the backfield for the Generals. Saber back to pass. Hits his receiver. He's going past the 30, 20, evading multiple defenders, goes out of bounds just before the 10-yard line. Looks like Mike Lowry on the catch and a fantastic gain. Bring them into the red zone for 1st and 10. Be 1st and 10 going in from the 12 specifically with 6:15 left in the first quarter. Great play there by the Generals. Lax coverage from the defense, leading to a massive gain. Almost about 50 yards. Trips left for the Generals. Handoff. It's like Maz Washington getting the carry in the red zone. Saper rolling out left. Scrambling. Ooh, takes a hard hit at the 1-yard line. Fight breaking out already. Flags thrown. Multiple Generals players getting into it. Great hit from the Eagles, taking him out at the 1-yard line. Definitely rung his bell a bit. Generals taking their time in the huddle here. Familiar sight on the sideline for the Eagles, number 99, Sean Clark, using his voice to hype up the sideline. Love that guy. Trips left for the Generals. Saper takes a snap, hands it off to Maz Washington. Washington fighting for yards. No touchdown called on the play. Refs conferring near midfield. Look, they're placing the ball on the 1 yard line. Going to make it 2nd and inches from the goal line. We all know what to expect here. Oh, that's classics. Maz Washington and Saper in the backfield. Goal line defense for the Eagles. Washington up the middle. Dives into the end zone with little to no resistance. Touchdown, Generals. With 2:28 left in this first quarter, score as a maybe tied. We shall find out. Actually, I'm wrong. They are going for 2 here, with Saper conferring with his offensive coordinator, deciding what play to run. Exciting first quarter so far. After a 7-minute drive, the Eagles scored with 8 minutes and 48 seconds left, and now with 2:28, the Valley Generals answer back. Throughout that time, we've obviously multiple penalties, but clearly, obviously, a fight here. Obviously, leading in no loss of yards for the Generals or the Eagles. So let's see what they do here. Going in from the 3 yard line, it's going to be Saper and Cam Revels in the backfield. Saper rolls out left. It is 2-point conversion is no good. It's going to put the score 7-6. Eagles still on top after these first 2 drives. Any adjustments for the Eagles so far in this half defensively would be don't let up on receivers, as we just saw on that long reception there, leading them to just outside of 1st and goal. But other than that, lights out defense so far for the Eagles. Can't wait to see what else they have. With just how chippy this game is already, we can definitely expect to see a lot more instances of potential fights to come on later this game, especially with it just being the first quarter. Prince Waluigi and Daniel Parker back to receive once more. Ball is kicked. Daniel Parker fumbles the ball around the 15-yard line, scrambles backwards. Not a great decision from him. Going to be taken down around the 10-yard line. Loss of about 5 on that return. Unfortunate sight for this Eagles offense, but knowing them, they'll come back from it pretty quickly. Still with 2:22 left in this first quarter. Eagles offense coming out for probably the final drive of this quarter. 22 seconds to the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a timeout from the Generals. We're going to game plan against this Eagles offense. They definitely did get a lot of free yards from defensive mistakes. However, they still can't let up against this Eagles offense as well. Generals out of their huddle, waiting for the Eagles offense to come back onto the field. As I say that, Eagles offense takes the field again, led by Frankie DeCidrio. Tyler Fontes still in at running back for the Eagles. His first start this season. Two tight end set, two receivers out wide. Halfback draw. Fontes takes it. Gets almost to the 20-yard line. Gonna be a 2nd and 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Gets to the 15. Completely wrong math there. 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5. DeCidrio back to pass. Intended receiver was Shane Bushy. Gonna make it 3rd and 5. Going to a spread formation now. DeCidrio back to pass once more. Ball's thrown to and caught by Tyler Saunders, getting them the first down. Eagles finally gaining some momentum on this drive, bringing them to the 23-yard line here. Can be 1st and 10. Two tight end set once more. With Josiah Martinez and Principal LaWagewell. As the clock runs out on the first quarter, score remains 7-6. Eagles up by 1. Definitely a great showcase for both teams' talents in the first quarter. Eagles' offensive and defensive prowess showing here, keeping them in contention for this championship. Miraculous pass from Frankie DeCidrio put them on the board, and great defensive play from the Eagles, keeping them in the lead. Obviously, we had that electric hit just outside the end zone when the Generals had that ball last. Now looking to put them up again, potentially 2 scores ahead. Double tight end formation once more. Fontes gets the ball. Runs his way past the 25-yard line, getting to around the 28. Going to be second and short. Maybe about 3 or 4 yards left until he gets the first down. Fontes gets the ball once more. Running out to the right side of the field. Wrapped up almost immediately by number 4, Malik Williamson. No gain on the play. Ball is going to be spotted on the 29-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Spread formation for the Eagles now. Isidrio making his adjustments. Isidrio back to pass. Scrambles out of the pocket. Intercepted. It was Jeremy Haniel with the interception just at the 35-yard line. Great positioning for this Generals offense. Let's see what they can do to capitalize on it. Definitely a little bit of a disappointing drive from the Eagles here. Isidrio hucking the ball up to his receiver and coming up short, gaining an interception on the night. Eagles still lead after just about 2 minutes into the second quarter, 7-6. Bacciochi and Saper in the backfield once more with trips left. One high safety for the Eagles with some tight coverage. Bacciochi gets the ball. Spin move past one defender. Taken down in the backfield. Going to be at a 1 or 2 yard loss here. Going to be 2nd and 12 from the looks of it. Great play from the Eagles defense, getting that pressure into the backfield off the bat. leading to a loss of yards on the play. Let's see what Saper does here. Spread formation for the Generals here. Bacciochi still in the backfield with Saper. Motion left. Saper back to pass. Flag on the play early. Way overthrown. Going to be an incomplete pass, depending on what this flag is. It's going to be a false start. So it is going to be a false start on the offense. Going to bring him back another 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 17. Clock running down, 11:17 and counting left in the 2nd quarter. Trips left for the Generals. Saper and Bacciochi in the backfield. Still one high safety for the Eagles here. Some tight matchup. Saper dropped back the pass. Taken down in the backfield. Sacked by number 9, Christian Perkins. Great pressure from this Eagles defense leading to that sack. Still going to remain 3rd and 17. Saper trying to escape his pocket there. Getting nowhere on the play. Third and wicked long for the Generals here. Really their only option here is to pass, as the run game has been getting shut down this entire drive. Eagles switching to a 2-high safety set. Mike Melanson covering the middle of the field. Saper drops back to pass. Slings it. Hits the hands of Michael Rapano Jr. Goes through him, and it's an incomplete pass. 4th and long at the 48-yard line. Looks like the punt team for the Generals is coming out after a great defensive drive from the Eagles. Punt is up. Fire call. Great bounce for the Eagles. Bounces backwards a couple of yards. Ball's going to land around the 22-yard line, setting up decent field position for the offense. Spread set for the offense. DeCidrio fakes the handoff. Bad pass over his receiver's head, targeting Josiah Martinez. Like a play action call here. DeCidrio once more on 2nd and 10. Takes a snap and is back to pass. Ball knocked out of the receiver's hands. Looked like he was charging Tyler Saunders. Spread set once more. DeCidrio and Fontes in the backfield. DeCidrio back to pass. Instant pressure. Flag on the play. Looked like it was supposed to be a halfback screen. Holding call on the offense. Penalty is declined by the defense, bringing 4th and 10. Punt team is coming out onto the field. They're an 8-minute drive. Eagles are punting it away. Mark Federico Jr. with the kick. Friendly bounce. Gonna pick the ball up around the 46-yard line. Placed around the 47, it looks like. Eagles defense coming back out onto the field after a great defensive drive. Looking to maintain their lead tonight. Trips right for the offense. Saber back to pass right off the bat. Scrambling back. Gets the ball off. Ball is caught behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be about a 3-yard loss here. Great decision there for Saber to throw the ball. Bad decision on where to throw it to. with that pass. He has a 3-yard loss. Oh, more than 3 yards. It's going to be a 4-yard loss here. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Coming from the 43. Saber in the backfield being joined by Malik Williamson. He's back to pass. Ball is tipped in the air by number 18 on the Eagles, Alex Allien. Great play from him, making it 3rd and 14. Beautiful execution on that play. Came up from behind the receiver, knocked the ball out of the air. Timeout offense. Both teams still in their huddles for the timeout, talking with our coaches on what the game plan is for these next few plays. With that being said, there's 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in this first half. Eagles still up by 1 point. With this 3rd and long play, this will be the deciding factor as to whether or not the Eagles will maintain their lead going into the half. Spread formation for the Generals. Malik Williamson is still in the backfield with Saber. 2 high safeties for the Eagles, with Mike Melanson covering the middle. Saber back to pass, flag on the play right out the gate. Ball hits the body of the receiver, number 12, Judd O'Brien, drops right away. Calls on the defense. Become 3rd and 9, still 3rd and long, but better field position for the Generals. Looks to be an encroachment call. Trips right for the Generals. Williamson still in the backfield. Saper hands the ball off to Malik Williamson. Hurdles a player. Does he get the first down? He gets the first down on a wild play, hurdling over multiple defenders. Ball's going to be spotted around the 43-yard line, sorry. 4 minutes and 26 seconds remaining on this first half clock. Generals seizing the opportunity to try and get back in the end zone. fumble, recovered by the defense. He's still up. Fumbled snap, recovered by the defense. That's picked up by number 14, Tristan Cahill. Great play by the Eagles, getting the ball back late in the first half. With 3 minutes 43 seconds remaining in this first half, Eagles get the ball back on a miracle play. Great ball placement around the 45-yard line going into the end zone. Now, this Eagles team needs to capitalize on this to keep their lead, obviously, but also get ahead and hopefully get that 2-possession score. Fontes coming back out onto the field alongside Desidrio. Spread formation for the Eagles. Flag on the play. Flag on the play is a defensive offsides call. Bringing the Eagles up 5 yards, bringing them to the 40-yard line. Even better positioning on a first down for the Eagles. Now, let's see what they do here to capitalize on that penalty. Still spread formation. Desidrio back to pass. Goes out right, throws the ball up. Caught by Frost. Immediately taken out, still getting the first down. By just about a yard, bringing them to the 34. Eagles continuing to move downfield. 1st and 10 from the 34. Sticking with that spread formation with Fontes sticking to the right side of the field. One high safety for the defense. Lacks coverage as well. Fontes gets the ball. Getting past the line of scrimmage. Gains about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Brennan Frost and the defensive back covering him, getting into it a little bit after the play. No flag, however. Looks like Brennan Frost and his offensive coordinator conferring over something. Still one high safety for the defense with very lax coverage at the top of your screen. Fontes gets the ball again, caught in the backfield by a defender. Two-minute warning now called. It's going to be 3rd and long here, about 8. See what the Eagles can do here on this 3rd down, potentially getting that 3rd down conversion, getting them just so closer to the end zone. Timeout called. So it's going to be an official timeout for an injury on the field. It's like number 87 on the defense goes down, Luca Valencia. Market is a tight end on the depth chart, must be getting some defensive reps tonight. He's up right away. Another timeout called on the field. Desidrio talking it over with his offensive coordinator about what to do with this next play. Spread formation once again for the Eagles. Still 3rd and long. Another one high safety. Very lax coverage on Prince Waluigi up top. Desidrio back to pass. Bad pass. Intended for Tyler Saunders. It's going to be 4th and long. The punt team's coming out onto the field. Kick is up. Ball is received after one bounce. He's already bringing it back just past the 20. On the receiving team, number 8, Mike Lowry. We've already mentioned him tonight after that long pass. Continuing his work tonight with that reception. 1:44 left in the first half. 7-6, Eagles up 1, getting the ball back after a quick few plays from the Eagles offense. Saper leading his Generals offense back out onto the field. Maz Washington in for the Generals as well. Going to a spread formation. Saper hands the ball off to Washington. Trucks himself right into the middle. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Clock winding down, 1:35 left. Let's see how many plays this Generals offense can get off in that time frame. We are within the 2-minute drill here, so they should have some urgency in their play call. Trips right for the Generals here. Maz Washington still in the backfield with Saper. Timeout Generals, stopping the clock at 49 seconds. Getting some crucial game planning in before the end of this half. About 79 yards to go before they get to the end zone in 49 seconds. They need to move down this field fast. They do get the ball after half as well, so hopefully scoring here and scoring after the half when they get the ball, trying to put themselves up. Eagles defense coming back out onto the field now. Trips right once more for the Generals. Maz Washington, in the backfield as well with Matthew Saper. Tight coverage for the defense. Ball hurled across the middle, targeting number 3, Michael Rapano Jr. on a crossing route. Too close to the ground to be caught. It's going to be 3rd and long here. Clock stopped at 45 seconds. It looks like the Eagles here are going into a different coverage set, bringing in 2 new defensive backs. Saper back to pass. Screen pass to the right side. He has blockers. Does not get down to the 30 for the first down. He's a few yards short. It's going to be 4th and short here. Let's see what the Generals do here. Clock winding down. Less than 30 seconds to play. Trips right once more. They're going for it on 4th down. About 4 yards left to go. Saper back to pass. Slings the ball up. Wobbling in the air. Incomplete pass. Drops out of the grasp of the receiver, number 14, Jeremy Haniel. Clock stopped at 7 seconds, putting Eagles in prime scoring position for the last few seconds of this half. A lot of emphasis here on this last play of the game, potentially putting the Eagles up another score on the Generals. Now what this can do for them here, definitely keep them in contention for the lead going into the second half where the Generals are getting the ball. As we've seen tonight, the Eagles defense has been electric so far, stopping the Generals pretty quickly, I will say, in maintaining their lead after that first drive. Now, if they don't score here, they're still in the clear. So as of now, because with, like I said, with their defense being so good tonight, they have a lot of hope going into the second half. Princewell a wage roll at quarterback right now. Ball's called incomplete. Looks like they just wanted to run one play. It looked like a long pass to Brennan Frost straight to the end zone into double coverage. Leave reporting. Leave reporting.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna go down and back.
Now, with that being said, that was the first half of tonight's ECFL Championship game, featuring the 10-1 Mill City Eagles and the 8-3 Valley Generals based out of Connecticut. Now, 7-6 scored, 7-6, both touchdowns scored in the first quarter itself, nothing in the second, showing that both these teams' defenses have shown up tonight looking for the win. Now, with that being said, the Eagles' defense has been playing a lot better than the Generals have. The main weakness, the main issue right now is the Eagles' offense not being able to get downfield. Frankie DeCidrio having some issues so far throwing the ball, kind of just throwing off his back foot straight into the air, getting prime position for defenders to get under it and get onto the receivers. Other than that, they've been playing lights out so far, keeping the ball moving downfield and just coming up short in those crucial moments. Now, the Eagles' defense, however, has, like I said, been balls to the wall, insane. Letting up that first touchdown for the Generals' first drive. Now having them go, sometimes, most of the time, 3 and out. But even if they're letting them drive down the field, they're not letting them into the end zone. They are continuously knocking passes out of the air, putting pressure on Saper, and continuously just playing amazing. We can definitely expect to see a lot more from both of these teams coming into the second half, and I personally can't wait to see it. With that being said, this is the first half, and I'm Tyler Pelletier doing a solo broadcast for the Eagles tonight. Can't wait to see you back in a few minutes. What is that? What Ice was saying?
No, Connor. This shit's fucking killing me, man.
What is?
Sick.
Why? So why can't you play? Session?
I fucking
Are you so? What did you? What game did you fuck yourself up in? So is this last game? Last game? Or is there anything after this?
potentially there are regionals, but you have to get invited to it. I've never made that far, so I can't speak on
I
it.
mean, I can definitely see this team getting invited to it.
Well, last year we lost, we still got invited.
Really?
We didn't end up going because we already said no. We're like, look, we're in the league. They sent the team, single A team instead.
I mean, you guys had the best record in the entire league. So.
That's why I think we got invited last year.
So you, how long have you played with this team?
It kind of weird to count because my first year I didn't make it through. I quit. I think I'm on year 5. Counting that original year.
D-line?
Oh, no.
How long has Ice been coaching
This team,
this? Yeah.
before my time, he was the defensive coordinator when I joined, and then last year I think it was his
So I
first
know
year.
Porter left.
Yeah. Last year was the year I stepped in as head coach, but he's always been defensive coordinator. At least, you know, as long as I've been there.
I remember when you were gonna come in with Houston to be the assistant O-line coach or whatever.
At LC?
Yeah.
Are you from LC?
Yeah. Cause that was Tyler Pelletier. My sister's a year below you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But no, because I think it was like the year before Houston left, like that off season, he was like, oh yeah, he's gonna come in, and then he left.
Well, it's really funny. So I'm on the coaching staff now for LC.
Really?
Ice brought me on, and then at the time. It's a little funny that it's the second time I've been brought on to LC just for the coach who brought me on to leave. It's just a weird fucking coincidence.
What was Ice the head coach last year for LC?
No, I was Gav. Coach Gav.
They've sucked since the year below me. They've sucked.
What year were you?
22.
They had a little bit of dry spell after I left, and then I think they had 1 or 2 good years.
Yeah, when my junior year we were made. We like if we had no, because it was COVID year. Spring football, the playoffs, because we went almost we lost 1 game and then we beat them.
You know what's going on with the kids in Drayton? So I guess you're telling local kids. I just got this news yesterday. They transferred over to Drayton. So seniors, the coach basically said, hey, you have to play, don't try out. They transferred to Drayton, and now they're all becoming they can't play because they got recruited.
What?
They got recruited. So now they're missing the season, and they have to file an appeal with the MIA.
So my senior year, our starting quarterback my junior year he reclassed.
Who was it?
Jacob Flores. He came from Winchester. But no, he came in and then he reclassed to my year. Senior year, he had to appeal with the MIA and lost. And there were guys that were older than him that won the appeal.
I don't see the fucking problem. Do we have like a transfer thing? Like it seems fucking stupid to me.
Back to this.
All right, everybody, we are back. Welcome to second half football of the ECFL championship game. Where do we begin? As we can see, the Generals are starting off with the ball this second half. Looking to come back from this 1-point deficit, trying to get to the lead for the first time this game. After their first points, they brazenly went for the 2-point conversion, seemingly because they have no kicker. Anyways, they have now been down 1 point, haven't been able to get to the end zone since. Same with the Eagles. Now, Zachary Cook, kicker for the Eagles, contributing to this 1-point lead for them, kicking the ball off to start the second half. Whistles have been blown, and here he goes. Deep kick. Kick to about the 20-yard line, caught in the air. He's running up past the 30. He's still going past the 40. Taken out of bounds. General starting off with amazing field position at the 43-yard line. Great fielding position for them, starting off around midfield, giving them great opportunity to get farther down. Saper in the backfield. The Generals going to a spread formation. Quarterback keeper, Saper running downfield, already at the 20, the 10. Touchdown for the Generals, putting them up to 12 points already to start the third quarter. One play, one score. See what they do here to get farther into the lead. Offense still staying out onto the field, going for that 2-point conversion, trying to get it up to a 7-point lead here. Definitely not the best start for the Eagles defense, letting up a touchdown on the first play. Let's see how they bounce back here. I'm sorry, looks like they're actually going for the kick here. First time I've seen a kicker come up onto the field for them besides on that one kickoff they've had today. See how they do. Bad snap. Kick is almost blocked. Ball goes through the uprights, making the score 13-17 Generals. Like I said, definitely not the best start to the second half from the Eagles. Let's see how Federico and his offense can bring the score back up. Total of 20 seconds have passed in this third quarter, so it's going to be a long second half of football, everybody. Generals lining up for the kickoff. Eric Sanchez to kick off for the Generals. He's got a boot on him, sending it downfield real quick. Ball is caught by Princewill Wedgewell off a bounce. Hesitating, he's still getting yards. Gets just past the 35-yard line. Short return for Wedgewell. Looked like he didn't have much of a choice, however. Some equipment malfunctions with the defense. Sidrio, two tight end formation. Gives the ball to Fontes up the middle. He breaks free, gains about 5 yards. Short and sweet plays. That's the way we like it here. 5-yard gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Sticking with that two tight end formation here. Fontes gets the ball again. Instantly blown up by the defense for a loss of about maybe 10. Very bad play for them. O-line instantly gets blown up by the defense. Gets taken back very far. Offense switching to a spread formation here as they have to pass on a 3rd and 10. Oh, sorry, they lost 5. My fault. Anyways, on a 3rd and long situation, you have to pass here. High pressure situation, got to see what they do. Brendan Frost at the bottom of your screen with Princewill Wedgewell on his opposite.
Desidrio making some adjustments. Desidrio passes. Wide pass. Looks like he was targeting a Wagewell on the play. It's going to be 4th and 10 and a 3 and out for the Eagles offense. Disappointing start for this first drive of the second half of them as they are already down 6. See how their defense does in recouping. Still only midway through the game. Definitely a lot of time left to play. So we have a lot of football left. Ball's in the air. Bad kick. Kicked out of bounds just before the 45-yard line. So it hit the punter's shin. Definitely not the place they want the Generals to be right now. Especially with the way that this offense's run game has been just in the second half. They are a deadly force from even over 60 yards away. Even closer, I don't know what they'll do. Generals offense comes back out onto the field. Looking to score once more. Maz Washington at the running back now. Ball's given to him up the middle. Taken down right away. Looks like he was taken down by number 45 on the defense, Liam Fitzgerald. It's going to be 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 9. So 1 yard on the play. Generals offense in the huddle. So they break the huddle. They're going to a spread formation here. Saper fakes the handoff, rolling out left, going on a QB run. Taken down before the line of scrimmage. Flag on the play. That's not a good sight to see in a play like this, folks. Block in the back on the offense. Going to repeat 2nd down here. It's a loss of 10 on the play. Going to be about 2nd and 19. Good, definitely a sign of hope here for this Eagles defense. Definitely on the favored side of the calls tonight. Maz Washington and Saper in the backfield. Back to that spread formation. Saper back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Hits the ground before it makes it to the receiver. 3rd and 19.
New personnel coming onto the field. Number 4, Malik Williamson, utility player for the Generals, coming in at running back. This third and long situation. Obviously a pass play. Let's see what the Eagles do here. Clock running down, 10:03 left on the clock, 13-7. Generals are up. Saper running a speed option here, getting taken down in the backfield. Sorry, that was not Saper, that was Mike Lowry. A little bit of a wildcat formation here. Going to make this 4th and long. Prince Walla back to receive the punt. Fake punt. Gets the pass off, gets the ball thrown up to the 40, taken down before the first down marker. Looks like an emergency play there as the ball would have been blocked if it were to have been kicked. Great play by the defense, stopping them before the first down. Eagles offense coming back out onto the field after that abysmal first drive of the half. Looks like they're going with that spread formation. Fontes caught in the backfield, still up. Taken down a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be about 2nd and 13 or 14. 2nd and 14. Definitely a reoccurring theme here with these last few plays for the Eagles. The center of their line is getting blown up consistently by the defense, putting a major hole in there, allowing for defensive members to get in and blow up the play in the backfield. Now, if I were in the situation of the Eagles, I would definitely block Fontes and keep Federico safe in the backfield. No trips left for the Eagles. Flag on the play. Ball moves up. Back to 2nd and 10 range for the offense. Definitely a better sight to see than a 2nd and 19. Isidrio back to pass. Hits Frost. Frost crosses out one defender. Taken out after about a yard gain. Going to be 3rd and short, about 2 yards. Great play by Isidrio hitting Frost. It's like a lot of defensive substitutions as of now. Defense is to a four-man front. Would be a nickel set. One high safety. Two high safety, sorry. Fontez jukes out one defender. Blown up in the backfield for a loss of a couple yards. 4th and short. Looks like the offense is staying out on the field, going to that double tight end set. Offense definitively going for it on 4th down. Pistol formation for the offense. Fontez driving up the field, getting the first down, crossing the 50-yard line. Putting Mike Melanson in as the lead blocker there, getting him through the line and gaining multiple yards for the first down. Definitely a spark has been ignited here with this offense, getting that first down, breathing some new life into it as well. With 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this third quarter, Eagles are down 13-7, but with the looks of this drive so far and the Mike Melanson staying out there at fullback, definitely a lot to see coming in the future. Fontez driving up again. Only a gain of about 2 on the play. Short gain. Consistency plays, though, as you can see Mike Melanson getting down the field to the next level and taking out a backer, freeing up a lane if Fontez made it through. Melanson coming out of the offense once more. Replaced by number 13, Josiah Martinez, probably looking for a spread formation here. I was right, spread formation is coming. Crossing a wage row opposite each other on the numbers. With Saunders and Martinez on the inside. Fontez gets the ball, keeps going forward. Crosses the 45-yard line, getting to about 43. Going to be about 3rd and 5. It's a tough play call here. 3rd and medium here is a definite tougher call to make, pass or run-wise, as we have seen this run offense has been getting blown up by the defensive line. However, this passing offense has not been getting too much of a start here. Desidrio not making accurate passes or just leaving floaters up, not allowing the offense to get any momentum. Going back to spread formation, swapping Awajwo and Frost. Still 2 high safeties and a 5-man front for the defense. Flag on the play. Desidrio goes down instead of taking the sack in the backfield. Going to be a free yards for the offense here with the defensive offsides. Looks like I was wrong. Desidrio is down with an apparent injury. as the athletic trainers are checking him out. We're going to take a small break here as we let this pan out. With the lack of Calvin Bedreau tonight, this QB room is looking quite empty, especially as he is down. So we got to see who they come up with as his replacement.
Where is Calvin tonight? His shoulder or something like that.
They get sacked. Frankie DeCidrio is back up. Definitely going to come out for at least a few plays here as he comes off the field slowly, but he's walking on his own. Now in this situation, John Mahar is the only other listed quarterback in the QB room, position-wise. But we also did have Principal Awajo throw that end of half pass, so I have no idea personally who is going to come in. So it's going to be Mark Federico Jr. in at quarterback. Bad snap. Fontez recovers it. Looks like it was Tyler Saunders in at quarterback. Bad snap with the offense, bringing them back over 10 yards. Not a great place to be in without your starting quarterback, without your original starting quarterback, Calvin Bedreau, out with a shoulder injury. Definitely got to figure out where they're going to go from here on the 2nd and long. Tyler Saunders playing originally started as a slot receiver tonight, obviously moving to quarterback. Let's see where he goes from here. It's going to be a trips right. He's back to pass, rolling out. He's going to run the ball. Only gains about 5 on the play. Still going to be 3rd and long here, about maybe 16 or 17. Definitely a tough spot for them to be in now. Clock winding down on the 3rd quarter, 44 seconds and counting. Definitely going to go for a long bomb here just to try and get the first down. Hopefully Frankie DeCidrio makes a quick recovery on the sideline, giving the Eagles some much-needed hope back into this game. 20 seconds and counting on this game clock. I think the Eagles are just going to wait it out and swap sides of the field. 10 seconds left. Yep, both teams are going back to their respective sidelines as the clock winds down. It is now the 4th quarter. Now, after the 3rd quarter, it is 13-7 after that one-play touchdown from the Generals, putting them up 6. Now, with that being said, the Eagles are not out of this game. Still 15 minutes of ball left. Let's see what they do with those last 15 minutes. Let's give 3rd and 16 on the play. Yes, 3rd and 16 is what the down marker is going to say. Now, what we have here to wait for is hopefully a miracle. Tyler Saunders still in the backfield at quarterback. Generals getting ready for this definite, possibly game-changing play here. Trips left. Saunders sends it. Ball is incomplete, knocked out of the air by the Generals. It's going to be 4th and long. Going to be marked at the 44-yard line, going into enemy territory. Punt team is coming onto the field. Unfortunate way to end this drive for the Eagles. Frankie DeCidrio goes down with an injury. Apparently rehabbing on the sideline, to now going to a 4th and long situation after one bad snap. They fake the punt. He goes down, giving the Generals even better field position than they would have. Definitely not in a good mood right now. Atmosphere of the stadium itself is dying down, so we'll see what the Eagles can do here on defense to try and regain that life. Generals offense coming back out onto the field, trying to get another score on the board. The start of the 4th quarter. Some football left to be played. Multiple drives left. Let's see what happens. Saper in the backfield with starting running back for the Generals, number 5, Devin Bacciochi. Haven't said his name in a while tonight. Motion left. Saper passes it. Ball's dropped. Incomplete pass. They're at the 49-yard line going into the end zone now. Great play from the defense, getting that ball out of the receiver's hands after that fake motion. On that left motion was Daquan Hamilton. I mentioned him in my pregame tonight, mentioning his very, very good start of the game. Sorry, not start of the game, last game. That was my fault. It's going to be 2nd and 10. See, Saper and Bacciochi in the backfield. Tight spread. Bacciochi gets the handoff up the middle. He's going to gain a solid amount of yards, bringing him up to the 42. It's going to be third and short, about 2 yards, maybe 3. Third and short here. Saper coming in to give the play to the offense. With that formation of the offense, where they have Daquan on that fake, that fake motion, definitely getting a lot of opportunities for multiple plays here. Switching to a trips left formation with Malik Williamson coming in for Bacciochi. Malik Williamson gets the ball. He's caught in the backfield. Going to bring him to about 4th and 8. Sorry. 4th and 7, I'm sorry. Looks like the offense is staying on the field here. Definitely an odd choice with their field position. With time running down in the fourth quarter, the Generals are going for it all here, trying to get those points back up, get themselves into the lead, keep themselves in lead, I should say. Only being up 5, all it takes is just a touchdown with no extra point to put the Eagles back. So they're trying to secure that lead and put themselves even higher in getting in this win. Trips left formation, Malik Williamson in the backfield. Timeout is called by the offense. Looks like some confusion coming from the Generals sideline. Looks like in lieu of the offense being on the field, punt team is out, ready to send the ball away. If we remember last time the Generals punted, the Eagles got in a little bit too fast, almost resulting in a first down for the Generals. We got Prince Waluigi out back to receive. Eric Sanchez back to punt. Look at it on the 41-yard line. He's been having some decent punts tonight. Flag on the play. Oh my Lord, that's a beautiful punt. Prince Waluigi with the catch. Spins himself out of a tackle. Keeps moving forward just past the 15-yard line. This would be a defensive encroachment call. Not the call that the Eagles wanted. Looks like the offense is coming back out onto the field for the Generals in this exciting few seconds of play. Clock still running down, just passing 11 minutes left in this very close game. Saper coming out with Maz Washington. Only a couple of yards for the first down. I can only see it going up the middle. Very tight formation. Play is blown up. We recover the ball, getting very good field position for our next drive. Great play defensively from the Eagles. Only 1 yard left for that first down, and they denied it. Even bringing it back 10 more yards, giving them phenomenal field position. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. When you broadcast, you can't say around 7 words. Especially if you're on live air, you can get fined very severely. And after watching that play, I almost said all of them. That was a beautiful play, and if I said that, we probably would have been fine as these just go on YouTube. But got to maintain that practice, everybody. Frankie DeCidrio back in at quarterback, sitting at the totality of that last drive. Fuentes gets the ball, runs to the right. Great yardage, passing the 40. Gonna get a little bit over 5 yards, maybe 7. on that play, bring him to 2nd and short. No flags on the field. Ball's going to be placed at the 41-yard line going into the end zone. A definite spark has been a spark has been reignited with that last defensive play from the Eagles. Now they're moving downfield. It has only been one play, but if consistency prevails, we'll see a lot more of that. Fontes gets the ball, runs left. Counter play, caught by Malik Williamson. He's still driven forward. Everyone but the quarterback's driving him forward. Gonna be about a yard short of the first down. Beautiful teamwork from the Eagles offense. Looks like they're placing the ball just before the first down marker, but it's gonna be 3rd and inches. Again, great teamwork from that Eagles O-line and skill players pushing the pile forward, getting him almost to the first down marker. Fontes coming out after that phenomenal run, getting subbed out by number 21. Angelo Paulino. Had to get that from my cameraman. Thank you, John Slabzinski. Taking over for, as you all know, Riley Nichols, who could not be here tonight. Angelo Paulino in the backfield replacing Fontes. 3rd and inches. He's getting the ball. He gets the first down. He gets thrown back a couple yards after the gain. Does not matter. Move those chains. Energy being brought back into the crowd here at Jay Cawley Stadium. Now, moving closer and closer to the red zone here. We're at about the 33-yard line. Eagles with one tight end on the field on the right side. 2 receivers and Principal Awagewell on an island. Let's see what they do here. Ball is given to Paulo Angelino. Caught in the backfield. Thrown down by the Generals in the backfield. He's going to lose about a yard or 2 on the play. Now at that, we're going to see how Desidrio's doing, because we're probably going to do a passing down here. 2nd and long. Definitely a passing down in certain situations. To see if this is one of them. Clock running down at 6:26 left in the game. Time is winding down for the Eagles to get into the end zone. And they're so close. After coming up short in last year's championship game, the Eagles are hungry for this win. Same formation as last time. No, 1 high safety for the defense. Desidrio takes the ball. Intercepted. He dropped it. Fumble. Ball was, however, recovered by the defense at the 30-yard line. Unfortunate for the offense here as the defense comes back out onto the field. Just as they had been gaining so much momentum, they lost it in an instant. Five minutes and 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Generals getting the ball back off of a late game interception They got a lot of field to work with, a good amount of time. It's all up to fate. Which team wants it more? Offense coming out in a spread formation. Hand out to Bacciacci. He stopped a couple yards past the line of scrimmage. A little bit of extracurricular blocking there from number 24 on the offense. Dontrice Cogswell. Nothing called on the play. It's going to remain 2nd and 6. Spread formation once again. Bacciacci still in the backfield. Packing the box. Saber passes the ball. No first down. It's going to be 3rd and short. No substitutes on the offense so far. Clock still winding down, 4:17 and counting. Spread formation once again. Bacciacci caught in the backfield. Beautiful play by the defense. Let's see what the offense does here. Do they go for it on 4th down to try and maintain their lead? Not maintain their lead, but keep the ball. Looks like they're switching out for the punt team. Prince Willawager going back to receive. Beautiful defensive drive from the Eagles. Now they're just going to take it away with this punt. There might have been 2 fake punts in tonight's game. Are we going for number 3? It's 4th and short, so I do not blame them. I do not see anything happening, but you never know. Ball's in the air. High kick. Unfriendly bounce. Ball's going to be spotted around the 29-yard line. Sorry, the 24-yard line. Around 75 yards to the end zone. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left. We are entering the 2-minute drill, people. Close game so far. Could still go either way. The Eagles been trusting Tyler Fontes all night with the rock, getting them yards, even leading them to get a touchdown. And now, as the defense are keying into those plays, putting the ball into Desidrio's hands. Actually, Desidrio's out for this drive. This is going to be Tyler Saunders back at quarterback. Interesting move for potentially the final drive of the game. Let's see what they do here. Flag on the play. Sounds like it was too many men on the field for the Generals, bringing them up 5 yards. Looks like the players are actually finally realizing that there's 12 men on the field, so I wish they didn't. Keep these boys moving is what we want here. Double tight end set. Saunders at quarterback. Quarterback scramble. Looks like he's going to get caught in the backfield, about a yard back. It's going to be about 2nd and 6. 2:25, clock is running down. Trying to get one more play before the 2-minute warning. 3 seconds left, does not seem plausible, and 2-minute warning has been called. We're now officially entering the 2-minute drill. Still 70 yards till the promised land. Trips right. Flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on the offense. The opposite of what they need at this moment. Going back 5 yards, bringing them to 2nd and 11. Or sorry, 2nd and 10. Back to square one. Again, not where we need to be right now. We need to be on the opposite side of the field right now. Same formation, trips right. Saunders. Prince Willow wage row, heavy defense on him. Does not catch the ball. It's going to be 3rd and long here. Third and 10 coming in from the 24-yard line. Tight game. Nerves at an all-time high for both teams right now. Both trying to come away with a win. Eagles switching to a trips left formation, Swapping sides of the field, trying to get something to work. Saunders rolls out left. Almost intercepted at the 45-yard line. Looks like Saunders was targeting number 13, Josiah Martinez. 4th and 10 from the 24-yard line. One last play for this drive. Stressful situation for the Eagles here. Trying not to lose to the same team twice in a season. One last burst of energy from the crowd here. Going to a trips right formation. Saunders still at quarterback. Prince Willow wage row closer in near the hash. On a motion. Whistle's blown. Timeout offense. Ooh, I think I know what that play was going to be. It looked like it was going to be toss to Princewell and a deep pass to Brendan Frost on a fade. I mean, would have been a great opportunity for some good yards here with 1:44 left. And if I am right, they might be running that play one more time. Waiting out both these teams in their respective huddles. Eagles potentially having their final play of the season in the next few moments. Switching to a spread formation. Energy back alive. Two high safeties for the defense. A Wagewell pass. Ball was intercepted. Defense coming back out onto the field. Looks like I somehow was right. A Wagewell pass deep, but definitely not the right decision. Just needed that 10 yards, and they went for glory. Minute 36 left in this fourth quarter. Generals either look to go downfield or just kneel the ball out. 1st and 10 from the 46 going into the end zone. The play they drew up there for a Wagewell's pass, well thought out, but the execution and just timing of the defense just shut that down immediately, resulting in a turnover. As you can see on the far sideline, the Valley Generals bench players are celebrating. Ball is handed off to Maz Williams. Tackled in the backfield. Flag on the play. Late flag at that. .119 left at second down. Penalty is on the defense. .15-yard penalty, moving them even closer to the end zone now. A lot of the energy from the crowd has fizzled up. 1st and 10 going into the end zone for the Generals. Back to that twin running back formation. Who's getting it, Washington or Williamson? That's the question. Or are we nailing it now? Clock is running. Bad snap. Recovered by the Generals. Timeout defense. Loss of almost 10. 1 minute and 1 second left in this game. Second and long for the Generals here. Generals lining up. 2 running backs, Twins left, 1 guy on an island. Maz Washington gets the ball. Tackled in the backfield. Timeout, 3rd and long.
Is that the last time out?
Eagles potentially having 1 more timeout, trying to get this ball back 1 more time to end the game. 53 seconds left. From the looks of it right now, the Eagles may be getting 1 more play on offense tonight. The Generals may be going to the air to end this game. We shall see, folks. We shall see. Ball is incomplete. It's 4th down. 49 seconds left on the game clock. 4th and long. There is a chance here for the Eagles to get back on offense. Saper, a little too quick off the snap, throws the ball, throws it incomplete. Energy's back in the crowd as the punt team comes onto the field. 49 seconds is plenty of time for a good amount of plays. Nerves are high up here in the booth, or on the table if you want to call it that. Punting from the 48-yard line are the Generals. Prince Wella back to receive around the 15. And if you can recall, earlier this season, Prince Wella had a long punt return. Touchback on the punt. This is big, big, big for the Eagles offense right now. A lot rides on these last few plays. 41 seconds left in the game. The Generals making a wrong decision. Let's see what the defense does here. Trips left for the offense. Saunders back to pass. He's taken down just before the 20-yard line. Running back to the ball. Clock is ticking for this offense. "20 seconds left. Incomplete pass. Almost a hospital pass there. 12 seconds left at the 20-yard line. 80 yards to go, yes. 80 yards to go in 12 seconds. Can they do it? One high safety in this coverage. Sorry, two. Even still, straight man coverage. Caught! But that's the game, folks. From the looks of it, that's the game. And that is the game. Those final 2 seconds winding down on the clock. The Mill City Eagles lose 13-7 in the ECFL championship game. What a nail biter, folks. Well, here we are, folks. End of the game. 13-7. Valley Generals win it all. Very excited people on the far sideline. But other than that, not much I can say. Tyler Fontes had a great game. Great game rushing for him. It was just very disappointing to see the passing offense of the Eagles. We're already with the loss of Calvin Bedreau, going with Frankie DeCidrio, who played his heart out tonight, to him getting injured. Just unfortunate events keep occurring for the Eagles tonight. And with that being said, I believe this is also the end of the Mill City Eagles season, as it is the championship. I don't know if they got invited to regionals. If they get invited, I don't know if they're going. But with all of that being said, I wanted to thank you guys for tuning in this season. I've been Tyler Pelletier, and for my co-host Riley Nichols, who is not here right now, he thanks you as well for tuning in. We hope you guys join us next year for the season. Thank you very much.